Morning and welcome to the morning blessings. I am Tessa-Marie. How are you feeling today? Today I have to change things around because I have to fix my table and my tripod. So here I am. It's a little bit wonky, but it's the morning blessings and a lot of amazing things happen at the morning blessings. So let's get the show on the road. How are you feeling this morning? It is cold today because it's still winter. And it's the last day of this amazing non-leap year. And people who were born on the 29th of February now have to celebrate it today. It's so much fun. So, look at our topic. It's Friday. And our topic today is begin each day with the belief that it is your last day on earth. Your last day on earth. That's what I'm telling you. Good morning, Yuko. Oh, my. You are early. Do you want to come and join me this morning? I'm sure you are made up beautifully, ready for the morning. So here we are. It is that wonderful morning. And it's Friday. So here you are, here I am. Yes, here we are. So yeah, it's Friday and the topic is begin each day like it is your last day. My camera situation has changed because I broke my tail. It's a story. So what I'm doing today is to let you know that we haven't got a choice. We do not know when our last day on earth will be. Maybe I should sit down. Good morning, Nancy. How are you feeling this morning? Oh, Nancy, I have something. Yeah, that might be much more comfortable today. Never mind what happened to my table and my camera. So remember I promised I would show what the indigenous people of Dominica looks like. So here they are. Look at their features. Look at the young lady at the side. See how their features are so the same. You see, look at the upright chin hold on the man in the middle. Like, isn't that nice? And then this is where he's doing the weaving of the baskets. So that is one of the things that they do. You see this particular reed that they use to do the basket was always growing on the Roseau River. So it's funny when the colonizers came that they decided they met these people on the Caribbean side of the I call him good morning. They met these people, these are indigenous people on the Caribbean side of the island. But what they did, and the Roseau River runs through. Hi, Rosalind. Runs right through. How are you feeling today, ladies? To the sea, to the Caribbean Sea, and on the Caribbean Sea, on the edge of the river, this is what they call the Roseau reed. So they're using it to make baskets, and these are the indigenous people. You see, they're not by nature a heavy person, rather skinny. And this is where they are with their tribal costumes and their signs on their body, meaning their paintings. So when the colonizers came, they moved them from the Roseau River. So it's east, it's west. So they were facing west. They were fishing in the Caribbean. They were using the reeds to make baskets and stuff. That's how they worked. And then when the colonizers came, they pushed them far west, the opposite sides of the island. So they were east on the Roseau River, in the city actually, what is now the city. And they moved them. That is why it's called Roseau. It's after the Roseau reed that grows on the banks of the river. They moved them to the east, to the west, on the Atlantic coast, which is rugged and rough and stony, and you cannot fish. There is no fishing there. There's nothing of that sort there. They put them on exactly what they did in North America. They put them on a reservation. And it's called Sally Bear. Most likely it is the name that they themselves gave it, and they were there. And of course, because they were confined, interbreed, and so it's very unusual today if you would find a true full-blooded Aztecs Carib Indian from that. And it said that they were, wherever they came from, if it's South America, they were fishing or they were hunting, and with the split of the Barren Strait, they scattered, such as what we have today. So that's the story of that, and they're quite. It's amazing to have that, and of course they brought in slavery and all other type of things. And this is at part of the mountain range of Dominica. This is Fort Shirley. That is where they have they fought the wars, the French wars with the English, and that's part of the showing. That's very old cards, right? That is the botanical gardens, part of it in Dominica. So I just had them, and for all those years as a young woman, and I just found them. So let's look at our morning blessings today. Oh, your phone is not behaving today. Oh, well, nothing is behaving on Fridays. They want a break too. So don't worry about it. We are here, and that's what's important. Good morning, cousin. How are you feeling this morning? It's a beautiful, cold, crispy morning. So our morning blessing came on the 10th of this month. And it said, begin each day like it is your last day on earth. And we should begin each day like it's our last day on earth. It is our last day on earth because we do not know when that day is coming. Sometimes we even plan it. And sometimes, because of the plan, it might even go longer than that. So, start the day by saying, and that is something you can modify. It's just, it's quite long, that particular blessing. But we will go through it and see if what I receive. And remember, when I get this inspiration, it's not that it's meant to say, here you go, Tessa-Marie, share this with the world. What it says, here you go. This is your gift. You choose if you want to hand a little over here and hand a little over there of this magnificent gift that you just received. So that's what I've done. Whenever you see the topics, I am fully aware it is for my good. But if I enjoy it and I know one of you, just one of you would enjoy it, I'll give it to you. So I haven't told Yoko yet, but one of the things I'm going to do this month is to have a free seminar for about an hour. I will choose the times and people can come to join. And the seminar is really to teach something, to find out what it is you're looking for. And the topic I will share later. So I have to get Yuko to make me the slide or the reel for that. And it's a free seminar. It might be 12 to 1 or 7 to 8, something like that. But I have to see how the registration goes. And it's all free. You do not have to pay. But it's something to share, to give, to talk. And it will be on Zoom. And that you can take a chance, come with a question. I know the topic, I wrote it down. And once I write something down, I leave it alone. Good morning, Loretta. How are you feeling today? So, it is our last day on earth every time we wake up. Start the day by saying, I am awake. I see the sun. I'm going to give my gratitude to the sun today for shining. Everything and everyone I am going to meet, I'm going to share something with them today. Because I am alive, one more day to be myself. Good morning, Betty. How are you feeling today? So this is the one day to be ourselves. Every day is our last day on earth because we don't know. So we have to begin it like today is our last day on earth. And I'm saying that on Friday. I could flip. I haven't done that yet. I followed the guidance I received, and that, as I said, was on the 10th of this month it came. It happens to be falling on a Friday, and that is magnificent. And the purpose for that is, and I'm giving it wholeheartedly so that you share it. Not the message, but you share the behavior. Today, if you have a friend you haven't reached out for the weekend, somebody you'd really, good morning, sister, that you'd really like to, today, this blessing is telling you, say I love you, say goodbye, say hello, Listen a little bit. Have something to say to them that is going to touch them. And listen to what they're saying. Listen to their emotion. Listen. Sometimes people come in our life, their friends, family, we have them in our life, and they're talking with us. Sometimes we are the one that initiated the call, but we do not have that little thing that says, listen to her, listen to him. They have something that they want to tell you that's not going the right way, or they want to share an immediate success with you today. Which one is it for you? So today is important to take this into the weekend and see if you can practice being in the presence when someone else is communicating with you. Think, hear the whole sentence before you answer or you make a statement. When you start a conversation, good morning, how are you feeling today? And pause. Do not just start your story. Do not do that, because you're not connecting to the person that you purposely called. And that is wrong, because just in case, it might not be your last day on earth today, but it might be their last day. What is going to be your story? Oh, I so regret when I was talking to so-and-so, I didn't spend the time to listen to her. I didn't spend the time to listen to him. Yeah. And of course, you know where it goes. You will notice your brow will start to frown, because the intensity of that regret is resting on the brow. And it carries in the mind and you can do nothing about it. That's what it all is. So start the day by saying, I'm aware, I see the sun, I am awake, I am going to give my gratitude to the sun, to everything and everyone, because I am alive. One more day to be myself. You notice it said to be yourself. I write as it comes. I do not modify it. So sometimes my brain is moving faster than my hand or vice versa. So there might be mistakes. So only time I see them is when I'm telling you. I give it to you just as raw as I have received it. That is the way I view myself. This is the way I see myself. I'm going to one more day to be myself. What is your true self? Your true self doesn't have to come with anger, but your true self to you must come with some honesty, some dignity. Your true self has to say no. Your true self will know when to say no. Your true self will know when to say yes. Your true self will know when you say, I prefer to do this. I would prefer that. Instead of saying, okay, because that's what you want, let's go. That's not good enough. That is not honoring the gift of life you have for today. That is taking that gift of life and saying it really doesn't mean anything because I'm not stating my value. I am not stating my real self. I give thanks and praise because we need the warmth of the sun. We do as much as we, you know what? This has been one of the coldest winters for a few years. And I bet you there's somebody that's going to be so annoyed because it's going to be hot. And I told myself, my friend called in the other day, the first person that says to me, it is too hot, I'm going to throttle them. I'm just going to hold them and squeeze them. You know, because, come on. The sun must shine so the farmers can feed us. Already it's going to be more expensive. So we might have to put the carrots in pots so we have carrots to eat. We might have to dig a little deeper and put some celery so we can put some cheese on it and have it. I'm just saying. So we need to appreciate that we are alive. We need to be grateful that we are alive. We need to be grateful no matter what season we are alive in. Yes, we can have preferences. But our preference of wishing today would be 80 degrees is not possible, is it? Grant me the serenity to accept what I cannot change and the courage to change what I can. What can we change today? Our behavior to others, towards others. Because somebody has decided They have a plan to crush you to death today. They have a plan to bring out the worst of you today. They have a plan to show the worst side of their personality today. Does that mean you have to match them? Or you have to outnumber their behavior and do it harder than them? No, that does not mean that. Because if you do that, I am alive one more day to be myself. If you do that, are you alive to be yourself? Or are you being this amazing person that lost track? We have to remember the most dastardly human beings that are around us, that aggravate us, that put us at the end of a precipice, that stand behind us telling us to jump. There was a day when somebody held them in their arms, and that person had dreams for them that they're not living. And that might be a grandmother, a mother. That might be somebody that adopted them, that cared for them. Oh, this little baby, do not neglect it. Give it to me. Let me hug it and kiss it for you. And that is the dream that they had for this person to grow up to be magnificent. And then it didn't work out that way. So that is why when I see others, I always say, I am happy and grateful that everybody I see is amazing, beautiful, and spectacular, even while they're trying to take me down. Because I cannot let them push me to be like them. And that's why we have to always find, who are we? No, who are we? What are we feeling? What are our thoughts? What are we savoring in our life? Is it hurt? Is it anger towards another human being? We have to be careful with that. Many people are very, excuse me, oh, my tea is going to get cold. Many people are usually sometimes very angry. Hello, nephew, how are you feeling today? At the employers they have. They're ready to angry. They're so angry at the employer. And the employer might be a corporation, a huge thing. Does that do any harm to them? Or did it do more harm to you? Is your blood pressure up? Are your thoughts? Do you have a headache? I always took the approach is that they don't owe me anything. I agreed to work and they pay me. I'm going to work. They can do what they want to do. They could fire me. They could do anything they want. The arrangement was they pay me. And the only thing, and I told that to a manager once when she said to me, aren't you upset about those changes? I said, no. Why? I am so upset. I said, no. I said, the only time you will hear my voice is when that Thursday morning I click on my account and my paycheck isn't in there. Then all hell will break loose. Otherwise, whatever they ask me to do, I'll do. And leave the day. Stay in the day. So you want me to mop the floor because the ceiling is leaking and I have high heels on? Sure. If you think that is the best way to spend your money, that big salary you're giving me, knock yourself out. So it's living in the moment and being yourself, not letting you having to mop the floor actually change who you are. And my reply to a customer was, I do it at home and nobody pays me or tells me, well, job well done. So anger can follow you into your present day. We have to burn those fires and so that we can live today the best we can. I am completely open to know that there is nothing to be afraid of. Not even death. We have to be open to know that there is nothing to be afraid of. Especially if we're a believer and we trust in a higher power and we understand the guidance of the angels and we step into the light and ask for guidance and take the guidance and move with it. And do not question. Move with the guidance. We always know what is coming to us. It comes in our mind. Our choices and our choice is to do something about it. Sometimes we don't. We let it go any old way. And then we regret. So what it is and who it is you can talk to this weekend with your feet up, grabbing a cup of tea and listen. Just listen. And remember, when you share, you also share as an example, not you must do this. And I treat my loved ones with love because this may be the last day that I am able to tell them how much I love them. That is something we have to remember that happens. The person is no longer there. Oh, he was such a wonderful man, an amazing husband, a fabulous creature, wonderful wife, and all of that. But you're looking at them and you're going, are you okay? And you have to do that. Are you okay? Remember the times you talked of how much you despise that other human being. And today you're telling me it's a wonderful life you had, and I'm saying drink from that cup some more. Wasn't it bitter? And now you're trying to convince me it was sweet. Who are we kidding? So if you really want to stand at that coffin and look at that human being in the coffin and smile and say, I did my best. I gave you all I had. I understood you were different, and so am I. I never tried to create you into an image you weren't created to be. That's what it's all about. That's how loving someone is. You take them, like the songwriter said, with all their perfect imperfections, everything. And when you're talking about them, do not say H-H-E-E. Do not do that. Because that is a boomerang word. Do not walk with passion in anger. Find another reason to express your passion in peace and tranquility and love. That's what I got from this message. It's for me. I choose to share it with you. We do not hang up the phone in our family before we say I love you. That doesn't mean we're a perfect family. We have to fight. Somebody said to me, our family fights so much. I said, thank God we fight, because I need somewhere to to let my blood flow. I said, thank God we fight, because fighting means we're not clones, and our parents did not raise us to be like each other. We were each individually conceived. We do not have twins in our family. In my mom's family, her sisters did. So we were born to be unique. And being unique means you mightn't agree with everything everybody have to say, but they have to know you will stand your ground. And that is what it is. And then when the time comes, you have to say, I told him or her how I felt. Instead of now trying to make a saint out of something that is not possible anymore. Tell them what you're saying at the funeral. No, today, this weekend. Look at your husband or your wife with the craggy face. I wasn't like that. Look at this sexy body that now has lumps and cellulite and say, you haven't changed. The shape is still there. Really mean it. What is the one thing you like about that person? My husband said I was a piece of dynamite. I was waiting to explode because that's just how I am. He said, you're just dynamite. You'll do anything. You'll go further. You'll push harder. He always complimented it. And I liked it. I didn't think it was a compliment. And there he was, passive, not aggressive, just passive. He didn't care. Just give me my cigarette because I know he's going to kill me. And I would tell him that. And while you're at it, pour me a scotch. And while I'm at it, I'll cook dinner and make a lasagna. I'm not cutting the grass until it's 10 foot tall. Because he didn't like to be outside. So he never cut the grass. So hire somebody to cut the grass instead of fighting with him. But I love being outside. So I would be outside. And he would be cooking and doing this. And he would take the recipe book from my handwriting from school and copy the pastry recipe to make pastry. Because the kitchen was his thing. He loved food. He loved cooking. He loved sharing. He loved giving. But he also loved smoking. And man, it stunk. And I told him, I said, my hair has to be cut because I cannot smell that smoke. In the morning, I wash it and it still has smoke. Yeah, because it was so much hair. But he loved his cigarette and he loved his scotch. And he loved pretty things and he loved nice things and he loved to dress. He was never looking slobby. But that was who he was. And he was a spendthrift if there ever was. So I tricked him into handling the money very early. Your brain is way too big to manage our home finance. That's just too small for you. Give it to me. I can do it. And that's how I got it. But anyway, what I'm telling you is what he knew. Everybody that's in our family always loved him. They call him, my mother called him Brighty. His name was Brian, spelled the Irish way. And very respectful, very kind, enduring man. He was the what you call it, the one that was nurturing father. I am the sergeant major from the army because I came from an army. So we must remember that today could be our last day on this earth. How do you want to live it? What legacy are you going to leave behind? Are you going to do what you're supposed to do today? I treat my loved ones with love because this maybe is the last day that I can tell them how much I love them. Who is that person out there that you need to do that to? Hello, Lindsay Malamut. Who is that person out there that you need to say that to? I do not know whether I will see them again. I do not want to have any regrets. I would prefer to tell them I love them and mean it. I'd prefer to tell them, hey, that wasn't very nice. Don't speak to me like this again. Because then you know I'm talking from my heart. This is the truth. This is how I feel in the moment concerning your behavior towards me. That does not mean I don't love you. That just means I do not like what you're doing or saying right now. And we need to let people know what we expect of them. Nobody is a brain reader to the point where they will tell you, know what you're thinking, what you desire, what you like, what you love, what tickles you or what not tickles you. I told my children very early in life, do not lie to me. I will not lie to you. If you lie to me, I cannot be there for you. Tell me the truth. I might not like it, but at least I know the truth. Raising children is constant nurturing. Being with people is constant speaking. You cannot love and hate the same human being. And when people say, oh no, I've had the choice, I'd never marry that person again. And I always look, do you know what the other choice could be like? That is a time in our life. Heard that before, don't lie to me. Before, and have you? Don't lie to me. I don't want to hear your damn lies. I don't care. Tell me the truth. As a parent, when the shit hits the fan in their life, you cannot stand on the opposite side of the street and pretend you don't know them. The DNA will travel through the energy of the earth and they'll say, oh, you're looking like this person. Ask Dawn and Milton about that. They will tell you that somebody recognized your face. She said she was somewhere in Dominica yesterday, far from the plantation, the estate. And someday the lady looked at her and said to her, hi, Shillingford. That's how they know us. Because of just because of us. In Toronto, I'm sitting on the subway going to work and say, oh, you must be one of the little Shillingfords from Newtown. And I'm going, oh yeah. So you know me by my features. So you have that mark. So I cannot ignore you, Gavin, because they'll say, why is she ignoring her cousin, her nephew, her sister? So we have to realize those things. Be honest with your loved ones. And the loved ones, when you hear the story, do not criticize it. Be grateful. It's like you guys were on here one day when you all look alike, you think, I know, eh? You guys must have been here one day when my friend Amma from England came on, and we were talking about somehow we had something in the topic that this person, this child, if my child got bullied, I said, it's a good thing you know that. And she did not, oh no. And it is a good thing. If your child comes to you and say, Mom, this person is bothering me at school, that's a good thing. Because now you can converse with that child of yours, and that's why we need to listen and talk to them about it. Otherwise, they cannot come to you because they know you do not have the time and you do not listen to them. Guess what? Children or grandchildren, they will handle it the best way they can. And sometimes the person might be nagging them on that phone you gave them, and they tell them, go hang yourself in the cupboard, and so many that. I told her that. That was my response. So it's important to know. We cannot hate others because of who they are. We do not know what is their journey. So what we must remember for sure is I treat my loved ones with love, because this may be the last day that I can tell them how much I love them. Even if you have a strange, like my friend Jessie, who passed away a couple of weeks ago, when we would sit and talk at the pool, I would say to her, Jessie, just bless your son. Ask your guardian angel to touch his guardian angel and just sense blessings. You cannot do anything else. Do not carry that pain no longer. Just say, I bless. You got that, right, Joyce? You got this. Take care of my son. Talk to his guardian angel. Instead of being angry. Because you don't know what's going on. So that's why we must remember, I do not know whether I will see them again. I do not want to have any regrets. Friday blessing. How are you feeling about this? So those of you who miss it, Roslyn, look at what I have. Oh, you were there. Don, these are the Indians from Dominica, the native indigenous people of Dominica. It's very old. And look at the other one where he's weaving the basket. And I have something of Fort Shirley. And the cabrits. See the cabrits there? And something in the botanical gardens. I don't know where this tree was. It looks like the cherry tree. One of those big cherry trees. Anyway, here we are. So guys, this is your morning blessings. And on Sunday, we have the self-care show. And please come. Yuko is supposed to send something out today. Yes, Dominica, it's so beautiful there. And then I am going to give a 1 hour free seminar. I might do 2 different days. Depends on the enrollment. I will be talking to Yuko and let her know. And I will start talking about it during the week. It could be 7 to 8. Or in the afternoon, 12 to 1, something like that. Just an hour, and it will be on Zoom. So it will be an opportunity to get in touch with self. And this month, it's coming month, March tomorrow. So let's look forward to that. And we'll see how it is. It's because I keep getting little questions all the time about the things that I say. And and where I get my topics from, how they should look at the inspiration, how to manage inspiration when it's a real inspiration. So things like that. And this morning, I haven't put it in the book yet. A mistake is the information we need for where we are going. The mistake. So you have to deal with that. So this is sometimes how they come. Wherever I am, I just have to grab it and write it down. So let us see what we can do. A free seminar, and we'll have some fun with it. It will be on Zoom, and I'll be talking about it, telling you more about it. And if you have a topic that you would like to see me discuss, whether on the morning blessing or do a topic with that, like I did a whole seminar on affirmation. We did 22 days, right, Yuko? On planning your financial spending, 22 nights for free. It was amazing, but it was so good. So anyway, guys, have a wonderful, absolutely wonderful weekend. See you on Sunday. And some of you I will be talking to. Have a great day. Everything we do each day we live to see it tomorrow. So let's see who is still here. Roslyn, Loretta, Betty, Julia, Nancy, Yuko, Colin, my sister, and my nephew. Thank you, wonderful people. Talk to you guys later. I have to fix my thing. I broke my table, so I'm having to kind of improvise. So I have to, this is my upright desk. But I think I'll put it on a stand tomorrow. So thank you. Financial seminar, yes, it was. That was amazing. We had fun there. This is beautiful. Yes, Dominica, you all look alike. Thank you, Rose. And I heard that before. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. It is important. Yes, every day I give thanks and praise because we need the warmth of the sun. We do. Otherwise, we have to buy a machine, don't we? And sit in front of it. That is right, Betty. Thank you, Betty, for always coming. Loretta and Ezra, my dear, was here. So have a wonderful day, Colleen and everybody. And I'll see you guys on Monday. Some of you guys on Sunday. Some of you guys I'll talk with over the weekend. Have a great day. Nancy, enjoy the sun. Bottle some and bring it for me. Take care. I'll see you in Wisconsin. Have fun. Bye.